It's finally happening, October 10th, 2025. Right now, in this exact moment, as you're reading these words, something profound is unfolding in the energetic field around you. If you found your way to this message, it's not by coincidence, it's not random, it's not luck. You've been magnetically pulled here because your frequency is shifting, your vibration is rising, and the universe is asking you to do something that might feel uncomfortable, maybe even lonely, possibly even scary, but absolutely undeniably necessary. You need to tune out everyone around you, not forever, not out of anger, bitterness or resentment, but right now, in this critical post-supermoon window that we're moving through, your energy field is so raw, so open, so incredibly receptive that every voice, every opinion, every unsolicited advice, every projection from the external world is a potential interference, a potential interference, a potential interference, a potential wind outmatwi, thorinawai or haptin fursala, is nadio simpida, one pole packed into dovna, one expotential unitmark two wind outmatwi, dawai or one it polfen for self. Toptich polfen veptich polfen dies and scope with gag now, voiced or fine and statage now. Disruption to the massive recalibration that's happening inside your very being. The supermoon that just passed through our skies wasn't just another beautiful lunar event to photograph and post about. It wasn't just another full moon in the cosmic calendar. It was a cosmic reset button, a universal download, a massive energetic shift that rippled through the collective consciousness. And if you're one of the chosen few, the ones who feel everything more deeply than others, who sense the shifts before they manifest physically, who carry a soul mission bigger than themselves, who know deep in their bones that they're here for something more than your body, your mind, your spirit, your entire energetic system is going through a major upgrade right now. But here's the thing that most people don't understand, the thing that can make or break this transformation. Upgrades require silence, they require space, they require sanctuary. They require you to consciously, deliberately withdraw from the noise, from the chaos, from the constant stimulation, from the well-meaning but energetically draining people who simply don't understand what you're going through because they're not going through it themselves. This isn't about being antisocial. This isn't about becoming a hermit forever. This isn't about superiority or spiritual elitism. This is about being spiritually strategic. This is about understanding that your energy is your most valuable resource, and right now you need every drop of it for your own evolution. Stay with me until the end of this message, because the most important, most powerful, most life-changing piece of information is coming in the final moments. And if this is already resonating with you, if you're already feeling that magnetic pull to protect your energy right now, if you're already sensing that something big is happening within you, drop a 777 in the comments. Let's see how many of us are consciously tuning into this frequency on October 9th, 2025. Let's dive deep into what's really truly happening to you right now on this specific day of October 9th, in the powerful aftermath of this supermoon, when the moon reaches its fullest, brightest, most luminous point, and then begins its natural waning phase. It creates a massive energetic vacuum in the cosmic field. Think of it like this, and really let this metaphor sink in. The supermoon pulled everything to the surface, your deepest fears, your most hidden desires, your unprocessed emotions, your unspoken truths, your repressed memories, everything you've been avoiding or denying or pushing down. It illuminated everything. It shone a spotlight on every corner of your psyche, every shadow aspect of your soul, every misalignment in your life. Nothing could hide, nothing could remain buried. The light was too bright, too intense, too revealing, and now, as the moon begins its retreat back into darkness, as it moves through its waning phase, it's leaving behind a space, a void, an emptiness. But this isn't the kind of emptiness that should frighten you. This isn't lack or absence in a negative sense. That void, that sacred space, is where your transformation is taking root. It's where the new you is being born. It's the cosmic womb of your rebirth. But here's what most people fundamentally don't understand, what the masses miss completely. This void is sacred territory. It's not empty. It's fertile. It's not nothing. It's potential. It's the darkness before the dawn, the silence before the symphony, the pause before the breakthrough, the inhale before the exhale. And during this incredibly sensitive time, your entire nervous system is hypersensitive. Your energy field is like a freshly tilled garden. Soil that's just been turned over, rich and dark and ready for planting. And every single interaction you have, every conversation you engage in, every scroll through social media, every phone call you take, every text message you respond to, every person whose energy you allow into your field, it's all planting seeds. The critical question you need to ask yourself right now is this: are those seeds aligned with your highest evolution, your greatest good, your soul's purpose? Or are they weeds, invasive plants that will choke out your growth, steal your nutrients, block your sunlight, and prevent you from blooming into your full potential? Right now, at this very moment, most of the people around you are not operating on the same frequency that you are. And please understand this clearly. They're not bad people. They're not your enemies. They're not intentionally trying to harm you, but they're still caught in the old paradigm, the old way of being, the old way of being, the old consciousness. They're running on autopilot, repeating the same patterns they've always repeated, feeding off drama and gossip and distraction, consuming low vibrational content without discernment and unconsciously projecting their fears, their limitations, their unhealed wounds onto you. And when you're in this heightened state of awareness, when your intuition is sharper than it's ever been, when your third eye is wide open and receiving downloads, when your heart chakra is expanding and your crown chakra is activating, their energy feels heavier than usual. It feels draining. It feels exhausting. It feels like static interference on what should be a clear radio signal, like someone scratching a record while you're trying to hear the music. You might have noticed over the past few days, maybe even weeks, that interactions that used to feel completely normal now feel absolutely exhausting. Conversations that used to be easy and flowing now feel forced and awkward. People who used to understand you, who used to get you, who used to be on your wavelength, they suddenly seem disconnected, distant, like they're speaking a different language or living in a different reality. And here's what I need you to understand. That's not your imagination playing tricks on you. That's not you being overly sensitive or difficult or antisocial. That's the frequency gap widening. That's the vibrational chasm growing between where you are and where they are. You're ascending, you're rising, you're expanding into higher dimensions of consciousness, and not everyone is coming with you on this journey, and that's okay. That's more than okay. That's actually part of the divine plan. That's part of your path. But what's not okay, what you cannot allow, is letting their frequency pull you back down when you're in the middle of such a major, critical, life-altering energetic recalibration. The post-supermoon phase is fundamentally a time of integration. Your soul has downloaded new codes, new light language, new information, new levels of awareness, new frequencies that your physical body now needs to anchor and embody. But integration doesn't happen in chaos. It doesn't happen in constant noise and stimulation. It doesn't happen when you're constantly explaining yourself to people who don't have the capacity to understand, defending your choices to people who are judging from their own limitations or absorbing other people's anxieties, worries, fears, and projections. Integration happens in stillness. It happens in sacred solitude. It happens in moments of deep inner silence. It happens when you create a sacred, protected container around your energy field and you say firmly, clearly, without apology, for the next few days, for the next week, for however long I need, I am unavailable to anything and anyone that doesn't serve my highest alignment, my greatest good, my soul's evolution. And let's be brutally honest for a moment, because this needs to be said. The people who are most bothered by your need for space right now, the ones who are pushing back against your boundaries, the ones who are making you feel guilty or selfish or difficult, they're usually the ones who are benefiting from your energy more than they were ever contributing to it. They were taking more than they were giving. They were draining you and calling it connection. The ones who truly love you, who genuinely respect your path, who honor your sovereignty and your soul's journey, they'll understand. They'll give you all the room you need without making you feel bad about it. They'll trust that you're doing what's necessary for your growth. And when you emerge from this sacred cocoon phase, stronger, clearer, more radiant, more aligned, more powerful, they'll still be there standing beside you, cheering you on, celebrating your transformation. But the energy vampires, the unconscious drainers, the people who need you to stay small so they can feel comfortable, the ones who are threatened by your light, they'll resist your withdrawal, they'll guilt-trip you with expert precision, they'll make you feel like you're being cold, distant, uncaring, or abandoning them. Don't fall for it. Please, please don't fall for that manipulation. This is a test from the universe. This is the cosmos showing you in crystal clear terms who respects your boundaries and who only values you for what you can provide for them, what you can do for them, how you can serve their needs while neglecting your own. Now let's go even deeper into the specific, intricate energetic dynamics that are at play during this potent post-supermoon window on October 9th, 2025. The moon in all its celestial wisdom governs our emotional body, our subconscious mind, our intuitive downloads, our psychic receptivity, our connection to the divine feminine energy that flows through all of creation. When it's full and supercharged, when it's at its closest point to Earth, it acts like a cosmic magnifying glass on absolutely everything we've been avoiding, denying, repressing, or refusing to look at. Every unprocessed emotion that we've shoved down, every misaligned relationship that we've been tolerating, every outdated belief system that we've been clinging to out of fear or habit, every pattern that no longer serves our highest good, it all gets exposed, revealed, illuminated under that intense, unforgiving lunar light. And for the chosen ones, for those of you who are spiritually sensitive, who are empathic, who are highly attuned to energy, this exposure isn't just mental or emotional, it's visceral, it's physical. You feel it in every cell of your body. You might have experienced intense insomnia around the time of the supermoon, lying awake for hours, even though your body was exhausted. Vivid, symbolic dreams that felt more real than waking life. Dreams where you were receiving messages or working through trauma or traveling to other dimensions. Sudden, overwhelming waves of anxiety or profound sadness that seemed to come out of nowhere with no logical trigger or clear cause. Physical exhaustion that went beyond normal tiredness, a bone-deep fatigue even though you hadn't done anything particularly strenuous. Digestive issues as your solar plexus chakra processed old emotional energy. Headaches or pressure in your third eye or crown chakra as you downloaded new frequencies. A strange feeling of being ungrounded, untethered, like you're floating between worlds, not quite here and not quite there, existing in some liminal space between the old you and the new you that's emerging. All of this, every single symptom, every uncomfortable sensation is happening because your entire energetic system is rewiring itself from the inside out. Old frequencies are being purged, released, cleared from your field. New frequencies, higher vibrations, upgraded codes are being anchored into your physical body, your energy body, your light body. Your DNA is literally being activated. Your chakras are recalibrating. Your aura is expanding. And during this incredibly delicate, sensitive process, any external interference, any person, situation, or energy that's not aligned with your highest frequency can throw you completely off balance, can disrupt the process, can create energetic static that interferes with your upgrade. Think of your energy field as a magnificent symphony orchestra with dozens of talented musicians. Right now, in this moment, every single instrument is being carefully retuned to play in a higher key, a more harmonious frequency. The strings are being tightened, the brass is being polished, the percussion is being adjusted, everything is being brought into perfect alignment for the new symphony that's about to be played, the new song that your soul is preparing to sing. But imagine what would happen if right in the middle of this delicate tuning process, someone walked into the rehearsal room and started banging pots and pans together, shouting random words, creating chaos and discord. What would happen? Complete disruption. Total dissonance. The musicians couldn't hear their own instruments anymore. They couldn't find their correct pitch. They'd lose their rhythm, their timing, their ability to create beauty together. That's exactly what happens when you allow low vibrational people, draining situations, toxic environments, negative news, fear-based content, or unconscious energy into your field during this critical time. They disrupt the sacred tuning process. They create static where there should be crystalline clarity. They introduce discord where there should be divine harmony. This is also precisely why you might be feeling such an intense, almost desperate need for silence right now. Not just external silence from noise and voices, but internal silence from the constant chatter of the monkey mind, from the endless loop of thoughts and worries and to-do lists. You're craving deep, profound space away from the noise of other people's opinions about how you should live your life, away from societal expectations that were never yours to carry, away from family programming that was downloaded into you before you were old enough to question it, away from collective fear that spreads like wildfire through the news and social media. You're craving space away from the constant barrage of information, the 24/7 news cycles designed to keep you in fight or flight mode. The social media algorithms specifically engineered to keep you anxious, distracted, comparing yourself to others, feeling like you're not enough. Your soul is calling you back to center, back to stillness, back to the quiet voice within that has always known, has always remembered exactly what you need to do next, where you need to go, who you're meant to become. Solitude is not loneliness. Let me repeat that louder for the people in the back. Solitude is not loneliness. These are two completely different experiences, two entirely different energetic states. Loneliness is feeling disconnected, abandoned, unseen. Even when you're surrounded by dozens of people, even when you're in a relationship, even when your calendar is packed with social obligations, loneliness is the ache of not being truly known, truly seen, truly understood by the people around you. Solitude, on the other hand, is the conscious, deliberate choice of sacred aloneness, chosen isolation for the purpose of reconnecting with your true self, your higher self, your divine essence. And right now, in this moment, solitude is your secret weapon. It's your superpower. It's your greatest gift to yourself. It's in the silence, the deep and holy silence, that you'll finally hear the whispers of your intuition that have been drowned out by all the external noise. It's in the stillness, the profound and peaceful stillness, that you'll receive the downloads your soul has been patiently waiting to give you. It's in the absence of external voices telling you who to be and what to do that you'll finally gloriously hear your own authentic voice rising from the depths of your being. The universe is also testing your discernment right now, your ability to choose wisely what and who gets access to your precious energy. This is genuinely one of the most important spiritual skills you can possibly develop on your journey, because as you continue to rise in frequency, as you step more fully into your divine purpose, as you embody more of your true power, you're naturally going to attract more attention from the world around you. Some of that attention will be genuine admiration and respect. Some of it will be simple curiosity about your transformation. And some of it, unfortunately, will be people who want to drain your light, feed off your energy, diminish your power because they haven't yet learned how to generate their own light, access their own power, fuel their own journey, learning to say no firmly and without guilt, to set clear boundaries and maintain them, to protect your peace like the precious treasure it is. These aren't optional luxuries for the chosen ones, they're absolute necessities for your survival and your thriving. October 9th is also energetically significant because we're moving deeper into autumn in the Northern Hemisphere, a season that's naturally, intrinsically associated with release, introspection, letting go, going inward, preparing for the winter of rest and renewal. Nature herself is showing you the way forward, demonstrating the path you need to walk. Look at the trees outside your window. They're letting go of their leaves without resistance, without clinging, without fear. They're not holding on to what served them beautifully in summer, but no longer serves them now. They're trusting the natural cycle. They're trusting the wisdom of seasons. They're trusting that this letting go, this release, this stripping down to bare branches creates the necessary space for new growth in spring. You're being asked by the universe to do the same. Let go of the relationships that no longer resonate with your frequency. Let go of the job that's suffocating your soul. Let go of the routines and habits that no longer serve your highest good. Let go of the version of yourself that you've outgrown, that you've evolved beyond, that no longer fits who you're becoming. We're coming now to the most important, most powerful, most transformative part of this entire message. And if you've made it this far, if you've stayed with me through all of this, then you're exactly where you need to be. You're exactly who this message was meant for. October 9th, 2025 is not just another ordinary day on the calendar. It's not just another Wednesday to get through. It's a cosmic checkpoint, a universal moment of reckoning, a pivotal point in your soul's evolution. This is a moment where the universe in all its infinite wisdom is asking you a direct question. Are you finally ready to fully, completely, unapologetically step into your power? Or are you going to continue playing small, dimming your light, shrink yourself to fit into a world that was never designed for someone like you, a world that fears the very magic you carry? Here's the raw, unfiltered truth that nobody wants to say out loud because it's uncomfortable, because it challenges the fairy tale we've been sold about spiritual awakening. The path of the chosen one is lonely at times. Sometimes it's very lonely. Not because you're broken or damaged or unlikable or doing something wrong, but because you're walking a road that most people are simply too afraid to travel. You're questioning things they blindly accept without a second thought. You're feeling things they've successfully numbed themselves to with distractions and addictions. You're seeing patterns, connections, synchronicities they refuse to acknowledge because acknowledging them would require them to change, to grow, to face their own shadows. And when you start operating from a place of deep, radical authenticity, deep spiritual awareness, deep connection to source energy, to the divine intelligence that flows through all things, you naturally, inevitably move out of alignment with the unconscious masses, with the sleeping collective, with the people who are still living on autopilot. But here's what makes every moment of solitude worth it, what makes every sacrifice meaningful, what makes this entire journey worthwhile. Every single moment of what looks like loneliness from the outside is actually a moment of profound communion from the inside, communion with your higher self, your divine essence, communion with the universe, with the cosmic intelligence, communion with the infinite source energy that created you and knows exactly, precisely what you're capable of, what you came here to do, what mission you signed up for before you incarnated into this body. When you choose not everyone around you right now, when you create that sacred space of solitude, you're not closing yourself off from love. You're actually opening yourself up to a love so vast, so pure, so unconditional, so all-encompassing, that human relationships, as beautiful as they can can only ever be a reflection of it, a mirror of it, never the true source. This post-supermoon phase, this window we're moving through right now, is giving you an incredible gift, a precious opportunity. It's giving you cosmic permission to stop performing for others, to stop pretending to be someone you're not, to stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable, to stop managing and caretaking everyone else's emotions and reactions while completely neglecting your own needs. It's giving you divine permission to be unavailable, to be unreachable, to be completely and totally unapologetic about protecting your peace, guarding your energy, honoring your boundaries, and the people who are truly meant to be in your life, the soul family members, the genuine connections. They'll not only respect that, they'll honor it. They'll understand without you having to explain or justify that your withdrawal is not rejection of them, it's redirection of your energy. You're simply redirecting your precious life force back to yourself, back to your healing, back to your mission, back to your divine purpose. And let's talk about your purpose. You're here for something bigger than a soul-draining job or social approval. You're here to break generational cycles, heal ancestral trauma, and anchor new consciousness on this planet. You're a bridge between the collapsing old paradigm and the emerging new earth, but you can't do this sacred work while constantly depleted, giving from obligation instead of overflow. What does this look like practically? Say no to heavy invitations. Don't answer every text immediately. Unfollow draining accounts, even family members. Cancel plans when your body needs rest. Sit in silence. Journal, meditate, walk in nature, reconnect with your inner guidance, be okay with being misunderstood. People will call you distant, selfish, too spiritual. Let them. Their perception isn't your responsibility. Your only obligation is honoring what your soul asks of you right now on October 9th, 2025. It's asking for space, silence, and stillness. You're not behind. You're not missing out. In a world glorifying busyness, choosing rest is radical self-love. It's declaring your inner world matters more than your social media presence. This phase won't last forever. You'll re-engage when ready, but you'll emerge different, with clear boundaries, unshakable discernment, deep self-trust. You'll know who deserves access to your energy, to every chosen one. This is your sign, your cosmic permission slip. Guard your energy. Say no without explanation. You're not being difficult. You're honoring your soul's evolution. Share this with someone who needs it. Someone feeling guilty about needing space, struggling with boundaries, questioning their path. They're not alone. The universe is speaking through this moment. Listen, honor it, trust it. Your transformation depends on the choices you make today. The old you is dissolving. The new you is being born. Protect this sacred process with everything you have. This is your time. This is your moment. Don't let anyone steal it from you. Now it's your turn. The message is delivered. What you do with it is up to you. But before you go, understand this. Tuning out everyone around you isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It's not isolation. It's incubation. The silence you're craving isn't emptiness, it's the voice of your soul finally getting a chance to speak without interference. So embrace the silence, welcome the solitude, honor the withdrawal. This isn't forever, but it's necessary now. Turn off the notifications, put your phone on silent, close the door, let people wonder where you went, let them miss you, let them think you've changed because you have, and you're not done yet. The post-supermoon energy is asking you to tune out so you can finally tune into yourself, to your truth, to your power, to the version of you that's been waiting to emerge from beneath all the noise. This is why you need to tune out everyone around you right now. Not because they don't matter, but because you do. Now go disconnect, disappear into your own energy, and watch what happens when you finally give yourself permission to be unavailable to everyone except your highest self.